Hi, I'm Rob Chapman, and for the past 35 years, I have been utterly obsessed with the electric guitar. My parents got me my first ever electric guitar on my 16th birthday. It was a Falcon branded white sort of Strat copy, and I'll never forget playing my first sort of really badly formed D major chord through a little tiny transistor practice amp. Absolutely obsessed. Fate and good fortune handed me a decent pair of ears, but more importantly, some incredible experiences that really helped to develop my listening ability, in particular working at Abbey Road with Eddie Kramer. He really helped to shape and guide my listening and hearing ability through a whole series of kind of self-awareness exercises. I guess many of you have seen some of the fruits of this labor with my blindfolded challenge videos with Captain Lee and the incredible Andertons crew. Actually, I'm back at Andertons next week shooting some more fun videos, so that should be all sorts of... man. I'm realising I look like the inside of a badger's pocket. I need to get a haircut. Come with me. Of course, sometimes I'll smell that Gibson lacquer on the back of a neck, or I'll hear that beautiful, pure click of a Fender 5-way switch. But more often than not, I honestly just feel it. Yo, yo, yo. How you doing, buddy?
How are you, mate?
Good, man, good. So all of my experiences with the electric guitar kind of really led me to the belief that the sound that you hear from an amplifier isn't just the pickups. Do you want to tell them where you are?
I'm at Bujibba, near Siren's Ground. It's the Merchant Barber. I can offer you a whiskey.
Yeah, man, that's amazing. Maltese hairdressers are the best on the planet. Now, I know this is a hot topic, and lots of people have gone to incredible lengths to debunk the whole Tonewood concept, and they've done an amazing job. I'm not here to sell you my idea. I'm here to pass on a message.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you, dude. Cheers, everybody.
I've never fallen asleep on camera, but it's close.
Back in July 2023, I was invited to play a guitar festival called Guitar en Scène in Geneva. Headlining was Sting, who was phenomenal. I even got to meet Stephen Wilson. What an amazing musician. He sounded incredible through this massive stack of BadCat amplifiers. I ate a ton of sausage, drank a lot of beer, and made a lot of really good friends at Guitar en Scène. So while I was waiting for the clinic organizer to meet me and take me back to the hotel, I suddenly found myself surrounded by a group of people who recognized me from the Andertons videos. They wanted photographs and banter and stuff, and we started talking, and I said, you know, what are you guys doing here? Where are you from? And they said, well, we are from the European Organization for Nuclear Research, better known as CERN. I couldn't wait to ask them all about wormholes, time travel, UFOs, and the existential crisis facing all biological consciousness transport mechanisms in a non-local universe. So we swapped phone numbers, stayed in touch, and I suddenly realized who would be better than an engineer working at CERN to help the guitar community try at least to settle the debate on Tonewood. So I had a long conversation with one of these engineers. We're going to call him Mr. X. And I gave him my hypothesis on how the physics system of an entire electric guitar affects the resultant tone. To my surprise, Mr. X basically agreed with the majority of my hypothesis and was happy to expand upon the science that really comes into play with a guitar. The only problem was Mr. X needed to remain anonymous. Hi, Rob. So I checked around and found out it's very discouraged to do these kinds of recordings on campus or using CERN's name and or image. They are very touchy with PR, understandable given the size and importance of the whole thing. Some students got in deep trouble some time back for bringing bad image to the institution with the joke conspiracy video, although probably me recording this wouldn't raise any flags. I don't want to risk my position with the organisation. Hope you understand. However, he was happy to provide me with a script that I could read out from him. And by the way, he's watching this video, as are some of the other scientists and engineers at CERN. So if you have any comments that you'd like to leave for the faculty of CERN, please feel free to fire them into the comments section below. So this is what Mr. X had to say, and please don't forget, I'm only passing this message on. Don't shoot the messenger. Electric guitars, like most modern instruments, are imperfect, complex physical systems. They dampen and amplify frequencies in all stages of the sound path. This starts immediately in the way that the string is itself picked. Pick hardness, picking technique affect massively the resulting sound spectrum generated by the guitar strings. The build parameters of the guitar, such as pickup, position, angle and height, and even the materials used to build the body of the guitar, are also going to affect which frequencies are benefited and which are taken away by the system. And this is absolutely key. Finally, the pickups that try to transform the mechanical vibrations into electrical signal and the electronics of the guitar are also imperfect and follow their own unique and non-linear frequency and phase response. It's the interplay of these factors that create the diverse tones that define electric guitars, each instrument bearing a unique sonic signature shaped by design, construction, and player technique. So it looks like and sounds like when you hit the strings on electric guitar, the whole physics system is at play and certain frequencies are absorbed by the system. Now we know this because if that wasn't the case and you hit those strings, they would ring forever. People that believe in tone would say that a maple cap is bright sounding, for example. And really what Mr. X is suggesting, and I would agree with him from my experience, is that a maple cap is a very dense material. It's probably soaking up low end and the remaining high end is being spoken. It works in reverse. Everything in your guitar is soaking up frequencies and the remaining frequencies are coming out of your amplifier. Of course, whatever's remaining, if you use distortion, is distorted. I think the materials affect a lot more the feel of a guitar, but they definitely affect the way it sounds to a very small degree, especially with clean tones, and very slightly with crunch tones. And I will tell you, I noticed this a lot more at volume. So there you go. An engineer from CERN says that the construction, the materials, everything involved in the physics system of an electric guitar will affect the resulting tone. What do you think? I can't wait to read the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Chappers out.